Hey everybody, I'm Becky Adams. Thank you for stopping by my YouTube channel today. Happy Halloween! I'm excited to share this fun Halloween project with you today using cut files from the Just Nick cut file shop. I'll make sure and leave a link to the cut files that I use in the description box below so that you have them so that you can document all of the fun things that are happening today. So the collection that I am using to tell this story is I believe it's called Little Monsters collection by Boulevard. It's a collection that they released last year and it's adorable. I made a mini album with it, so I used up a lot of it, but I still had a few bits and pieces that I wanted to use. So what I did was I cut these two words, happy and Halloween, out using my Silhouette Cameo and some black cardstock. This is the lines on this one are pretty thin, which I love the look of, but it makes it slightly harder to back the words. So what I did was I adhered each letter individually to the piece of paper using a liquid adhesive and then trimmed around it. So I found that tracing with a pencil and cutting it out that way didn't work super well. So when you do use this cut file, just use a liquid adhesive with a really fine tip or adhesive in a fine liner bottle, and you'll be good to go. So it turned out super, super cute. I'm so happy with the way it looks when it is all backed with fun pattern papers. So as you can see here, I just have one 4x6 photo that I'm using today, and I'm using just one photo mostly because I only got one good shot of all of the kids. So this photo was taken last year in 2020 when we went to spend a few days in Oregon with my brother and his family. And it's been a long time since we've been able to spend Halloween with them. So it was fun to have the kids together to celebrate Halloween. So now that I have my title in place, I should mention on the back of the title, on the back of the cut file, I just used some foam adhesive strips and then just to get that title up off the page a little bit. And then I printed my journaling on just regular white copy paper, and I cut them out, and then on the back of each strip I put a long piece of 1/8 of an inch double-sided tape. And I usually get that at scrapbook.com is where I get it mostly. Sometimes I will get, actually I think that scrapbook.com is the only place I've been able to get the 1/8 of an inch double-sided tape. And I will make sure and leave a link to that in the description box as well. So I am using a couple other cut files on this project, and it's kind of hard to see because I've got a black background and I cut it out of black cardstock, but you can see here I've got two little spider webs, and I'm using my art glitter glue, which has a really fine metal tip on it, and I'm just putting a little bit of liquid glue on the back of that spiderweb cut file, and I'm just adhering one in the bottom left area, or right area of the page, and then I will do the same on the top left. So just to kind of balance the layout and to make your eye move from around the page. So to kind of create that diagonal line. So after I got the spider webs adhered, I gotta make sure and put that pin back in my glue bottle so that it doesn't dry out. That's one thing about the art glitter glue. I love it, but you do have to put that pin back in right away. Otherwise it will clog, and then it's kind of a pain to get the glue to come out again. So I have these adorable monster die cuts, and these are from the Little Monster collection, again, from Bella Boulevard. And what I'm doing is I'm just putting a little bit of, or a couple of foam squares. These are from Scrapbook Adhesives by 3L. And I'm just putting those on the top parts, like the head of the monster, and then just regular ATG adhesive along the bottom, just the tape runner, because I want the bottom of the monster to kind of tuck there behind my title, but at the top I want a little bit more space, because I wanted to be able to tuck a couple little bits in, and also I just like the look of the monsters kind of popping off of the page. So I'm just adding that little, I guess, a subtitle. Just Boo. It's a piece of chipboard from the that Bella Boulevard collection. So I have just a few little bits left. I have some die cut file tabs that I wanted to add just here along the top of the photo. And then there on that orange one, I wanted to add the date. So I've got my favorite Heidi Swapp date stamp, which I'm super sad that this is the last year. 2021 is the last year on this date stamp. Anyway, I love it. I hope that Heidi comes out with another smaller one. I did see that she's got a giant one coming out. I'm hoping that we'll see a smaller one sometime as well. So I'm almost finished up, but I wanted to add just a couple more little bits to finish things off. I've got that little word sticker that says Fright that I'll add to that file tab there. And then to the right of the orange tab, I'm going to put that little black pumpkin tab. And then I'm just looking over my sticker sheet to see if there's anything else. And I think I'm done with the sticker sheet, but I have a few of these little epoxy. I believe I just used the pumpkins on this one, but they're so cute, the little epoxy shapes. And I tried to make that ghost work, but it just, I couldn't make it quite work. And the same thing with that little moon. It just wasn't the right project for it. I will set it aside and hopefully use it on another project here in the future. So these enamel dots are so fun. They are a matte enamel dot, and they've got a really cool, a matte and a kind of a rough finish. So I'm just putting a few of those right up there by the monsters, and then I think with that I'm going to call it finished. I kind of went back and forth and thought about putting some enamel dots down by the journaling, but it just didn't look right to me. It looked a little off balance. So I took those off, and I think with that, I call this one finished. So you can see there the dimension behind the title and those little monsters. This is such a fun project. Please make sure you check out those cut files. I will leave the link in the video description below. Thank you for taking time out of your day to spend with me. I appreciate you hanging out with me, and I'll see you again soon.